What's going on, guys? RBG here, bringing you another breakdown on Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. We're moving full force with coverage on this game, and we're only 26 days away from getting our hands on it. The lucky folks over at Game Informer have been blessed with early access to all the new goodies that come with the title, and they keep teasing us with all the little clips that leave us begging for more. It's like they know we're thirsty for more videos, and they keep turning the water faucet on in small spurts and cutting it off before our thirst is quenched. After lacing us up with some awesome gameplay, they gave us more details in a lengthy podcast, so we're going to talk about it today. Now, before we jump into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, G2A. If you're looking for a way to purchase the hottest video games without burning a hole in your wallet, you should really consider checking them out. They offer key codes for different platforms such as Steam, PS Network, and Xbox for half the price of the original. So why wouldn't you want to take advantage of this deal? You absolutely lose if you overpay. So go ahead and seize the win. You can do so by clicking the link that will be provided in the description of this video. So yeah guys, Game Informer hit us with two back-to-back videos revolving around Spider-Man. One was a gameplay video featuring Miles in the tracksuit, which will be available to players who pre-ordered the game, and the other was a podcast where they gave their impressions and went into deeper details on what we can expect. Another thing they gave us information on was the story, and if you guys don't want to be spoiled on these details, I highly recommend clicking off the video. I'd hate to ruin the surprises for you guys, even if it's a small fraction of what the game's story would entail. But if that kind of stuff doesn't bother you and you trust your boy, then stick around, because the things Game Informer's revealed, I've already predicted in my previous videos. One of the most asked about questions is where Peter is going to be during this game. Even though we've seen Peter in some of the clips, we pretty much know he's not going to be around for the entire story. This has been highly alluded to in the reveal trailer, and the game wouldn't be called Miles Morales if Pete's going to constantly be around to hold his hand through things. So this left us with the question of where exactly did he go? Well, according to Game Informer, Peter Parker has gone overseas, and if you've been following the game since the City That Never Sleeps DLC, then you know that basically means he's in Symkaria. So I was right on the money about Peter's whereabouts. Like, there was no way he was going to let MJ go to Symkaria considering how dangerous it is there. Game Informer says, and I quote, "Moving to Harlem has made Miles feel a little out of place, but his biggest stressor might be from the fact that he will soon be New York's only Spider-Man." Early in the game, Peter Parker decides to accompany Mary Jane on a reporting trip to Symkaria, a small Eastern European country within the Balkans. You'll only find it on marble maps. This leaves Miles as New York's only Spider-Man for a few weeks. So as you hear, Miles is going to have his hands quite full while Peter's gone. What's going to be interesting about this story is how he deals with the many dangers of being Spider-Man while juggling his personal life, because he's still a teen who has to do what his parents says. Like, I'm pretty sure that the reason he's moving to Harlem is because that's where his mom wants to go to run in the election. So he doesn't necessarily have to say so in where he wants to go. He has to essentially find his place in the new location of Harlem as well as his new role as Spider-Man. I feel like Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is going to give Insomniac a chance to show what kind of story they would be able to tell if they were starting with a teen Spider-Man who's still learning how to use his powers. It's like a complete contrast with the first game, where we have a more experienced Spider-Man who's been in the game for over a decade. So we're going to get the pleasure of seeing how a kid would act if he had these insane spider abilities as opposed to what an adult would act like. And there's already been a few instances where I've instantly noticed that Miles is playing around with things. Like in this one scene where we see him enter into this warehouse. Instead of simply jumping into the building, he tries to be all cool and close the window behind him while hitting an unnecessary flip. And I can't lie, I'd probably do the same thing too if I had Spider-Man's powers. I'm sure anybody would. It's the little things that add a lot of depth, man. But moving on, the article continues saying, and I quote, "Ultimately, Miles feels the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. He understands what it means. For the past year, he's had training wheels on. He's been with Peter. He's done stuff with Peter. But now he's on his own. He doesn't have Peter to lean on. That is his challenge. How can I do this alone? And will I need Peter's support?" During this journey, Miles steps up and is tested as a hero. Players also have a chance to learn more about Miles. During our time with the game, we learned that Miles is a music enthusiast and has a love of sneakers. Those details will supposedly come through more as the story progresses. Ultimately, players will learn how Miles is different from Peter and how he tackles problems a little differently from his mentor. So yeah guys, the strong overtones of "don't do it like me, do it like you" are gonna ring strong in this game. It's all about Miles being his own Spider-Man. And seeing the tagline "be greater" has me thinking that he's gonna have to realize that he can be a better Spider-Man than Peter if he stops trying to mimic him and develop his own style. Something I've noticed is that fans have been really enthralled with the way Miles plays compared to Pete. The undefined movements while swinging makes him look super fun to play with, and I can only imagine how much more fun he's gonna be once he fully grows into his powers. As you can see during his fight with the Rhino, he still has a ways to go before he becomes the superior Spider-Man, or at least on Peter's level. And according to Game Informer, that's actually the first level of the game. Apparently, we only saw a fraction of the chaos that's going to ensue in this particular fight. One of the guys in the Game Informer podcast said that it's going to be a pretty lengthy sequence where buildings are going to get toppled because of the destruction Rhino is causing. Like, he's not going out without giving the city a huge collateral damage bill. Just the fact that this is the very beginning of the game shows us there are going to be some insane set pieces in this that blow the first Spider-Man game out of the water. Compare this super huge set piece with the first mission from Marvel Spider-Man, where you basically just fight the Kingpin in a free fall. It's pretty plain to see which one's bigger in scope. And it reinstates that Spider-Man Miles Morales isn't going to be your typical expansion. It's going to be its own game that's trying to leave a lasting impression for the amount of time you play it. So this game is going to go balls to the wall with quick time events and action sequences. But yeah, Rhino is apparently going to be running through building interiors, and eventually he's going to run through a mall, right? And this is where we're going to get our first on-screen appearance of J. Jonah Jameson. And they say that this is going to be a hilarious scene where he's dressed up as Santa. The guys mentioned that this clip will be up on the 23rd, so definitely be on the lookout for it because it's going to be hysterical. But moving on, I wanted to analyze some of the awesome gameplay we got with Miles in the tracksuit. We've been waiting to see what all this thing can do and how it looks in action since its reveal, and it looks like it's going to serve a purpose. It looks really good seeing Miles move around in it. The color scheme kind of puts me in the mind of Mirror's Edge, if any of you guys are familiar with that game. Anyways, this time around, Miles isn't going to be utilizing stuff to simply slip away from potential danger. He's going to be using it in his newfound spider camouflage abilities. This video is called Stealth in Combat, but what it should be called is Takedowns and Gadgets, because we get a hefty dose of all of that in this clip. Something Game Informer mentioned in terms of the gadgets was that Miles would have a few at his disposal, but Peter's going to keep a majority of them. So as you can imagine, I was a little worried that I wouldn't get a chance to mix up the fun gadget abilities with the Venom Blast. But it looks like Insomniac was at least kind enough to give Miles some of the more cooler gadgets. We know that the Gravity Well gadget will be available for those who pre-ordered the game, and another gadget we'll have access to is the Web Shooter, which we saw he had equipped during the PS5 showcase. So those were two gadgets that we were already familiar with, and judging by this new footage, Miles has access to 4 gadget slots total on his weapons wheel compared to Peter, who has a total of 8 slots. One of the newer gadgets is the Remote Mine that looks like it can be manually triggered to shock enemies who are in close proximity. We see Miles use it on 2 henchmen while they're casually having a conversation, and it looks like it's going to be pretty useful during stealth missions. Another gadget that looks like it will be returning is the Hollow Decoy that originally came with the Scarlet Spider suit. The gear allows you to spawn multiple holographic decoys that can stun enemies after they touch them. As you can see, the logo looks fairly similar to the one from Marvel Spider-Man, and if you ask me, it's going to fall in line perfectly with Miles' stealth abilities. I can see myself using those decoys to distract enemies on the off chance that I run out of the camouflage power. The other gadget that we see is the Gravity Well I mentioned earlier, and the effects they added look cooler than ever. It's basically like the suspension matrix, except instead of sending enemies floating in the air, it pulls enemies into each other and slams them. But moving on to the last bit, we finally see some stealth takedowns, and I already know these took some of you fellow longtime Spidey fans back to the good old days. As stated in my previous video, we now have the ability to perform takedowns on the wall and on the ceiling. And as you can see, the player's objective was to actually perform 5 ceiling takedowns, but unfortunately we were unable to see those. But we did see the awesome wall takedown, and this instantly took me back to the Spider-Man Noir missions from Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. If you guys remember, he was all about stealth, so I wouldn't be surprised if Insomniac went back and did their homework on that game to find some good mechanics to play around with. I'm just saying, you can't go wrong with the classics. But besides those cool mechanics, I think we may have gotten a sneak preview of what the tracksuit can do. If you notice, during one moment, Miles started marking enemies, and I thought it was to keep track of them on some kind of map, but there wasn't a map on this level, so it had to be something else. That's when I noticed this glowing blue line that looked like a sound frequency, and I'm thinking this is a way for Miles to measure the distance between the henchmen to figure out when it's the right time to strike. I could be wrong, but that's all I was able to pick up from it. But anyways guys, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you are enjoying the ride because the hype train isn't slowing down anytime soon. So go ahead and leave your thoughts on today's video. Are you liking that this game is going to have even larger set pieces than the first? And how are you liking the gadgets? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, I ask you to like or dislike the video. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up, it can be a thumbs down. Any feedback is good feedback and will only help me improve on my future videos. But if you really enjoyed the video, it would help me out tremendously if you shared it with all your friends and followers on social media, because sharing really makes a difference. But once again, this is your boy RBG signing out on another video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.